If you've ever planted something in your garden only to watch it struggle in lifeless compacted soil, you're not alone. Dead soil, soil that's dry, hard, low in organic matter and nearly devoid of life, can feel like a gardener's worst nightmare. But here's the good news. Soil is alive, and with the right plants, you can bring even the most depleted dirt back from the brink. You don't need synthetic fertilizers or complicated amendments. Nature already has a toolkit. And today we're spotlighting 7 powerful plants that work underground to fix, feed, and rejuvenate your soil for good. Let's begin with the miracle workers of natural soil fertility, nitrogen-fixing legumes. These plants form symbiotic relationships with special bacteria in their root nodules that pull nitrogen from the air and convert it into a usable form for other plants. When legumes die back or are cut and left as mulch, they release this stored nitrogen into the soil, where it becomes available to everything growing nearby. Alfalfa is one of the most efficient and deep-rooted nitrogen fixers you can grow. Beans, including fava and runner beans, do double duty by producing food while also feeding the soil. Clover, often used in cover crop mixes, not only enriches the soil but also helps protect it from erosion. These plants don't just green your garden, they jumpstart microbial life and provide the essential building blocks for a living soil system. Cover crops come next in our soil-reviving arsenal. Rye, buckwheat, and oats are fast-growing and incredibly effective at restoring structure to compacted or crusted soils. They develop dense root systems that penetrate hard ground and hold soil in place. When slashed down or tilled under, they add an abundance of organic matter that feeds both microbes and earthworms. Rye is especially good for winter cover and root penetration. Buckwheat shines in the summer, growing quickly and flowering within just a few weeks, attracting pollinators and, really improving tilth. These crops are nature's way of prepping the ground for whatever you plant next, without disturbing the soil's living layers with heavy tools or synthetic inputs. When you're dealing with hard, dead soil, sometimes what you need is a deep punch, literally. Deep-rooted plants like daikon radish and sunflowers act as biological drills. Their strong taproots drive down through tough, compacted layers, opening up air and water channels that plants and microbes can follow. Daikon radishes are especially useful for clay-heavy soil. As they rot in place after harvest, they leave behind tunnels filled with organic matter and microbial activity. Sunflowers do the same, reaching down into mineral-rich zones that shallower plants just can't access. Their decaying roots help pull nutrients upward while providing a habitat for beneficial fungi and soil organisms. Another category of powerhouse plants includes those that create compost right in your garden. Comfrey and borage top this list. These leafy plants grow quickly, producing massive amounts of biomass that can be chopped and dropped directly onto the soil as mulch. Comfrey is particularly impressive. Its deep roots mine nutrients from subsoil layers, and its leaves are rich in potassium, calcium, and nitrogen. When they break down, they become a mineral-rich feast for soil microbes. Borage adds not only organic matter, but also brings in pollinators and helps repel certain pests. By growing plants like these, you're essentially running a composting system on site, enriching your soil without needing external inputs. Next, we look at some underrated wild helpers. Queen Anne's lace, often seen growing wild, has a role in restoring balance to poor soils. Its umbrella-shaped flowers attract beneficial insects like parasitic wasps and lacewings that help control garden pests naturally. Yarrow is another plant worth mentioning. It increases the vitality and scent of nearby herbs and flowers and accumulates phosphorus and potassium, which can be returned to the soil through mulching. Tansy is another pest-repellent species that builds soil while defending your crops. These companion-style plants don't just fix the soil chemically, they also help the garden ecosystem function more smoothly by managing pests and supporting pollinators. Tree lucerne, also known as tagasasti, is a lesser-known nitrogen fixer that deserves more attention. It grows quickly, adds a lot of biomass, and can be pruned regularly for mulch. This small tree is ideal for permaculture or food forest systems where improving soil while creating shade and windbreaks is essential. Its leaves, when dropped, break down rapidly and release nutrients in a highly available form. Valerian rounds out our top picks. While it's often used as a medicinal herb, it also boosts the growth of neighboring vegetables, especially when used as a compost activator or foliar spray. By planting any combination of these 7 species, you're not just growing crops, you're rebuilding the living foundation of your garden. These plants do the slow, invisible work that synthetic fertilizers can't, rebuilding structure, cycling nutrients, feeding microbes, and balancing the ecosystem. They're nature's way of telling you that even the deadest soil isn't beyond revival, it just needs a little green intervention. So, if you're staring at a patch of garden that feels lifeless or spent, don't walk away. Instead, plant with purpose. Use legumes to add nitrogen, cover crops to heal and protect, deep-rooted plants to open the soil, and composting plants to nourish the system. Over time, this strategy creates a soil that's not only alive but also thriving, dark, crumbly, rich, and full of life. If this guide helped you reimagine what's possible for your dead soil, subscribe to Hydro Haven and share this with fellow gardeners. Every garden can bounce back when you plant with intention. Let's rebuild the soil, one root at a time.